I refused to do something special on my wedding for my sister because she refused to do something for me at hers. So my wedding is this Sunday, and my sister Jessica just asked me something that made me actually laugh out loud. She's pregnant and wants to announce it at my reception. I told her absolutely not, and she completely lost it on me. Here's the thing. 2 years ago when Jessica got married, I was going through the worst breakup of my life. My boyfriend of 3 years dumped me out of nowhere for some girl he met at his gym. I genuinely thought he was going to propose soon because he kept making weird comments about ring sizes and asking what restaurants I liked. At Jessica's wedding, I was trying to stay positive even though I felt like garbage inside. When it came time for the bouquet toss, I pulled her aside real quick and asked if she could just throw it directly to me. Not in a weird, obvious way, but just aim it toward me a little. I told her I really needed some good luck right now. She looked at me like I asked her to set the bouquet on fire. She said no because she didn't want to damage it since it cost like $400 and she was getting it preserved in a glass case. I thought, okay, that's fair, I guess. So then I asked if I could just borrow it for a few photos to post on my Instagram with some caption about hope or whatever. Again, she said no. She said the flowers were too delicate and she didn't want anyone else holding them. I just said okay and dropped it completely. Didn't bring it up again, didn't complain to anyone, just moved on with my life. Fast forward to now. Jessica is 4 months pregnant and apparently she's been planning this big wedding announcement for weeks. She had her husband's cousin who does videography ready to film the whole thing. She was going to do this whole speech during the reception about family and growing families and then reveal her ultrasound photos on the projector screen. When she told me about her plan, I just stared at her for a second. Then I said, no, that's not happening. She immediately got defensive and asked why not. So I laid it out for her. First of all, this is my wedding day for me and my fiance, not for her pregnancy announcement. Second of all, she wouldn't even let me hold her bouquet for 2 seconds at her wedding, so why would I let her hijack my entire reception? She tried to say that was completely different because a bouquet and a pregnancy announcement aren't even comparable. I told her you're right, a pregnancy is way bigger, which is exactly why it doesn't belong at someone else's wedding. She said I was being petty and bringing up something from 2 years ago that didn't even matter. I reminded her that her bouquet apparently mattered enough 2 years ago to say no twice to her sister who was heartbroken. She said that's not fair because the bouquet was expensive and sentimental. I said okay, and my wedding is expensive and sentimental, so she can announce her pregnancy literally any other day of the year. Then she pulled the family card. She said mom and dad would want us to celebrate family milestones together. I texted my parents right there and asked them if they thought Jessica should announce her pregnancy at my wedding. My dad wrote back in 5 seconds saying absolutely not, that's inappropriate. My mom said Jessica can host her own announcement party next weekend. Jessica saw the texts and started crying saying I turned our parents against her. I didn't turn anyone against anyone, I just asked them a simple question. She left my apartment and has been blowing up our family group chat ever since saying I'm being cruel and unsupportive. Her husband texted me yesterday saying I should reconsider because Jessica is hormonal and emotional right now. I told him that's great, but she can be hormonal at her own event, not mine. He said I'm holding a grudge over something small. I said if it was so small, then she should have just let me hold the bouquet. Now Jessica is threatening not to come to the wedding at all. My mom called me this morning saying maybe I should just let her do a quick announcement to keep the peace. I told my mom that if Jessica doesn't come, that's her choice, but I'm not changing my mind. My dad backed me up and said Jessica is being ridiculous. The wedding is in 4 days and Jessica still hasn't confirmed if she's coming.